Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel Made with Love. My name is Heather. Today I'm in my kitchen. I'm going to make two types of pistachio pie. One will just be a regular pudding pie and the other will be a frozen pudding pie. So what you need is a box of your Jello pudding pistachio mix, a pre-made pie crust, and either the tub of the Cool Whip topping or milk, depending on which of the two pies you're going to make. So I'm going to start with the frozen pie first. So just one container of Cool Whip. Wondering how it opened yet. Just one container of Cool Whip. I've kind of had it sitting in the fridge for about 20 minutes to kind of defrost just a little bit. It is still too frozen to get out of here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that is still too frozen. Just gonna move my camera down just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Sorry, I got a new ring light on a tripod, so to set it up in my kitchen, I've got it across the island from me, so just a large reach. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this, just gonna put this in the microwave just for like 10 seconds or 15 seconds just to kind of thaw it just a little bit more. Okay, so while that is thawing, I guess I'll start making the filling for the other pie, which I'm just going to make just the regular pudding. So for this one, you always have to read the instructions on the size of your pudding box and how many cups it takes. So this one is 2 cups of milk and 1 box of the mix. Now I've got my 4-cup Pyrex measuring cup here, and I like to use this as a bowl. It's just for when I make puddings, so I can just fill it half with milk and then put the pie filling, or the pudding filling, whatever, pudding mix into the milk, and just have to whisk this for just a couple of minutes. Oops. It doesn't take long, and it should start to, thicken up and start to look like pudding. I just happen to notice, and the reflection of the camera, that my shirt actually matches the pudding. Just really interesting. I'm just going to set that just aside for a second because I realized I didn't open these pie shells either. I am making 2 pies, and I've got 4 pie shells just because I just grabbed a couple extra out of the pantry because I don't remember for the frozen one. I believe I can make 2 frozen because of the Cool Whip. But sometimes I get 1, sometimes I get 2, just kind of depends how full I want them. Same with these, sometimes I'll do the different sizes of the pudding mixes, and you'll end up getting more filling, so you'll end up being able to make 2 pies out of 1 box. So for this one, I'm just going to pour the pudding mix into the center of the pie. Just going to let it go all the way up, I guess. Yeah, I get 1 good pie. I like these ones because they actually do have the chunks of pistachio in them. This just takes about 5 or 10 minutes to set in the fridge. It's really easy to make. I'm just going to set this aside just for now, and I'm just going to get the Cool Whip from the microwave. Yeah, that's a lot better now. I can mix that easier. Just going to open this other one up. I love these little pudding pies. I make them all the time. Just a bit of milk, your pudding, pre-made crust. If you wanted to actually make your crust, you can. I sometimes just find it just easier just to go with the pre-made pie shells. And what I'm going to do is just whisk this up really good. And this, of course, will be the frozen one. So this one actually takes about 2 to 4 hours in the deep freeze for it to really set up and really freeze. And you can do it overnight. If you're going to do it overnight, I would recommend probably putting some cling wrap on top. I don't always, but sometimes overnight, depending what other stuff you have in your freezer, it might get a little funny taste. Like I said, it just depends what you have in your freezer overnight. But sometimes I've got kids, so it's interesting. Sometimes you get, sometimes I'll make these and I'll put them in the freezer and I'll forget for a few days. So without it being covered, and I kind of get that freezer burn too sometimes. So I do find if I am sticking it in the freezer, just in case I forget to bring it out, just depending on what happens, then it's not going to, anything bad is not going to happen to it. This, just start filling it up. But it doesn't, these don't take too long. Like I said, like 2 to 4 hours in the freezer. And then depending on how long you've had it in the freezer, it probably needs to be about 20-30 minutes sitting out to room temperature before you can slice it really good. Where's the whisk? Okay, not the whisk, the spatula. That's what I needed. Then for topping, sometimes I'll do, like on the regular one, mini marshmallows or crushed pistachios or almonds or anything you have, really, just to add to it. Or you can just put on some Cool Whip and drizzle it. Again, your options are endless, depending, especially what kind of pudding you use. Get this on here. I do have pistachios in my pantry, I just can't get to them right at the moment. Do this. I do have mini marshmallows in my pantry, same thing, I can't get to them at the moment. I'd love to do a layer of mini marshmallows or the crushed pistachios. But there's the frozen one. So there's the frozen pistachio, and here's just the regular pudding pistachio pie. So I'm just gonna, you can see this one, it's already set. So it sets really fast. And then there's the frozen one, and I can tell it's already starting to like set up and freeze more while I'm just standing here. Notice while I was just mixing it, I could tell. So that's about it for my fast and easy pudding pies. You can't get any faster. So I'm just going to say it. You can't get any faster than just a pre-made pie crust, a pudding, a box of pudding mix, and either the Cool Whip or the milk, depending on if you want a frozen pie or just a regular pudding pie. And then I said your toppings are endless. Like with the pistachio, I like to sprinkle pistachios or white marshmallows on top. I've done marshmallow fluff on top. You can just do Cool Whip on top. If it's a chocolate or caramel or butterscotch pies, you can drizzle, chocolate and caramel on top. If you make it with some cookie candy pieces in there, like I said, your choices to make these pies are just endless. I just want to thank everybody who I've noticed my number of subscribers has really jumped in the last couple weeks. Took a little break for summer to be with my family. Now really trying to get, I'm going to start doing, now we've hit, today is actually August 1st, so actually have 2 videos a week posted. One will be baking and in the kitchen and one will be just my crafts in my craft room. So I really hope everybody enjoys my videos and keep subscribing and keep watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, thank you. Bye.